Hey, what's poppin', fam? It is your boy Gemini back with another video, and today I wanted to have like a little bit of a talk, discussion, rant sort of thing. In the background, you're gonna be watching a game called Cash Grab. I really enjoy it. I'm actually playing it while I'm recording this, but you know, it's just really fun. So I just wanted to have like an easy game to play while I wanted to talk. But there are a few things I wanted to talk about regarding like YouTube, Roblox, some games that I have on my mind, and just some discussions that I want to go over with your boys. So if you guys do come to enjoy today's video, definitely go ahead and smash that like button. Definitely let me know down in the comments below what you think and what your opinions are for this rant. And let's just go ahead and get into it. So the first thing that I wanted to talk about is Phantom Forces. I've had people in my comments telling me like, why don't I play much Phantom Forces? Why don't I take a liking to it anymore and stuff like that? And the answer is pretty simple. It lost its touch. Now, like, it's kind of weird to explain, but for me, as well with many other Phantom Forces YouTubers, it's just kind of lost its flair. It's probably it's just because we've been playing it for so long, and like, you know, they lack nothing. They lack newness. There's nothing new. There's nothing that changes. And it's just all the same things. I mean, sure, yeah, they've updated it a few times, added a few AKs and stuff, but that's about the premise of it so far. And it's not in the position that I had found it interesting when, like, back in like the end of 2000, like what, 15, 16, when, you know, they were still coming up with fresh guns and all that other good stuff. It's just not the same anymore. Like Agent John, if you guys watched his I think it was called like something about the day has come or something, the last video that he's done, he was going on a bit of a rant about Phantom Forces, and a lot of it he said I can agree with. Like, they don't really take any innovations to those who have been here for the longest. They haven't really done anything. They haven't shown like, okay, hey, we'll listen to the fans. Like, you know, I've been waiting for the FAL for a very long time, and they have yet to bring it out, or just some new kind of weapon. You know, all they've done is deliver like maybe 10 different AK variants, which is honestly, by this time, is absurd. Like, they kind of just they've lost their innovation when it comes to those. Sorry, I got a little bit of a cold. And also innovation to those that have put a lot of time into their game, and honestly, they're not gonna change because they still have a hefty amount of like newer experienced players, so that's gonna keep the fire for their game going. I feel like they probably won't take any time to, like, you know, add anything like extraordinarily new to catch the eyes of their older players, because, you know, that as long as they make money, in my eyes, I could be wrong, obviously this is just all quick judgment and how I feel about it, but in my eyes, they see it as, okay, they're still making money, so they don't really need to change anything. And I could be wrong. They could still have their eye out for those who have played their game for the longest and want something new. I don't know what they have in store, but like, they've had so many opportunities to do different things, and it's just ridiculous, honestly, at this point. Like they haven't really touched, like, what happened to the whatever happened to some of the, like, even bringing back a map that wasn't even the best thing. Even bringing back, like, you know, if any of you guys know about the airport map that was in the test server, there was a few bugs for it, sure, but it like just like Agent John said in his video, there was a lot of potential there. I mean, sure, it has a few bugs, but it's still a brand new map in its own, you know. So, and they just cut it completely. And same thing for a bunch of other weapons, like. I remember about a year or so back, I don't remember the sniper name exactly, so don't get on to me if I get it incorrect, but I believe like the M107, it was like a Barrett or a Barrett. They had it in there for maybe a few days, but then removed it. randomly. I don't know why, but they did. But this was a long time ago. They even had it at a point to where they had like demolition. Like I remember, I was playing on the crane site map, and I was astounded because I threw a grenade and it busted a hole through the floor, and I was like, okay, this is gonna be absolutely awesome. They ended up removing that again as well, so that kind of sucks. So it's just, I really wish that they would they would take up innovation again, because it just feels like they've really run dry with what they have, honestly, and it's just it kind of saddens me because it makes me not want to play Phantom Forces. Like, if any of you guys check my YouTube channel, yeah, I have some Phantom Forces, but I've been trying to extend my branch of like what I play now, just because I like Phantom Forces obviously is the backbone of my channel. That's not anything new. That's what a lot of you guys came for. And obviously I will still try to do Phantom Forces. It's just that there's just nothing to do anymore, you know? All the maps have been played. Don't even get me started on their neighborhood map. That was just absolutely atrocious. The lag, the glitches on there, it's just absolutely absurd. And I feel like they could have done a lot better with with that map, and maybe made it a little bit bigger or something, but it's just what it is. They just try to push it out, so make a big deal out of it, in my opinion. So it's like, okay, so it's just like, all right, well, we got a new map out, here you go, guys. And it's just like, I don't know, like they've had such an opportunity. They like, listen, obviously they make a lot of money, they're always on front page, and etc and etc. And it's just like, why would they need to change anything if they're doing just fine the way they are, you know? So, I'm really hoping this guy has a lightsaber. I'm really hoping that at least one of you guys, one of the devs, listen to this, and just understand, like, you know, like I'm not trying to, I'm not trying to. Like, I'm not trying to dumb down Phantom Forces. Don't get me wrong, Phantom Forces is a great game, obviously. But, like, it's just, I feel like it's just run its course in the way of innovation. Like, it could just be me, I don't know. Can I, no, I can't get this guy. But it's not, it's not what it used to be anymore. And I believe a lot of others can say the same thing who have been around here since, you know, pre-alpha and all the other things anymore. It obviously could just be because of the fact that I've played it for so long. And you can only play a game a certain amount of times before you're like, you know what? I don't think I like this anymore. But they've had so many chances. They've had the payload game map, the game mode that they were gonna do, the map that was open like for a while on the team test server. They shut that down. Haven't heard a word about it. Same thing for the airport map. Shut that down. Haven't heard a word about it. And I'm pretty sure that they do that with a lot of the maps. They're like, okay, we'll build the map. They build the map just fine, but then it's like, okay, no, I'm not really liking this, and then they just scrap the entire thing. Regardless, even though that, you know, they have a tendency. Oh, he grabbed him first. They can easily like do so much like good with the map. Like, it's not necessarily hard, in my opinion, considering that I make map. Obviously it's a different genre of a map, but like, still. Can I get anybody else? Can I get reds? Man. But I just wish they you know, they kind of took like, hey, we hear you, you know, adding like a World War II. Okay, so they had like a thing a while ago, like a mod mail room whatever thing on YouTube, and I tuned into it, and I was like, okay, you know, for innovation wise, you know what they can do? They can add like a DLC pack of sorts. You know, they could make it to where they make a World War II setting weapon list, you know, and it'll just be confined within a DLC pack, or it's just free for everyone. Just make it like the World War II update or something. You know, make the Thompson, the MP40, the Car 98K, you know, all these good guns that that could easily just fit into it because of the randomness of Phantom Forces, and no one would question it. Even throwing like a D-Day map or something, you know, make it innovative, like make customization. They were supposed to do customization a long time ago. They were even on the thread of it, but then they took it away for some reason. Make it so you can change your uniform or give yourself a hair color or give yourself hair, or you know, like change your skin color, make it to where you can buy a face with your Phantom Forces credit things. You know, they like, even though that they have gone through like pretty much weapons and stuff, they still have so much. Like the equipment list, they still haven't updated it. It's been God knows how long. There's still only one grenade. They had the smoke grenade in the test server, but removed it because it was only like a 2D thing. It was filter enabled and nobody else can see it but you, so you were only screwing yourself over. But like, they still have so much to go through. Make it to where you can throw a med pack. Make it to where you can throw an ammo pack. Make it to where it's like you can just do something, like, you know? They have such an easy way to entertain their older fan base, but it's like they just choose to take the easier route and just kind of like, okay, well, we gave you a veteran, we gave you a vet tag, and that's about it. But it's just not the same thing anymore. I mean, that's really all I gotta say about that. I just really wish that they listened a little bit more and like kind of took into concern. I mean, I could be wrong. They could be doing stuff that I don't even know about, and I could just be saying this. But as of right now, with this video stands and my knowledge of the game, like it's just not on the right road. So for me myself, I plan on to stretching into new avenues of games. So if any of you guys have any game requests or ideas, or like what I should play, like this, the game that I'm playing right now, I actually really enjoy. I don't know why. You just walk around and click people, but it's fun. It's something different, something I haven't played, and it's actually quite interesting. So I'll definitely leave this link in the description for you guys to come try it out. Even though it's nothing much, it's like a time passer, but it's still really interesting. But I just, you know, they could introduce new game modes. They could do capture the flag, because they were talking about that a while ago. They still never did that either. And it's just like, where's the connection that they used to have? No, the connection that they used to have is not the same thing anymore. It really isn't. And I like I said, I'm not trying to slander Phantom Forces or anything, but just, you know, it's just like the feeling of like the fun in it is just gone. Like, let me know what you think in the comments. It could just be me. Like, I mean, I can understand people who are like level, like, what, maybe 30, 40, 50 or something. Y'all can still have fun with it, like, without a doubt. But like people who are like level 100, level 150, level 200 even, or even above that, 300. I've seen a 300 there before. Like, it's lackluster. Like, you know, because you can only go so far with it, I guess. But I mean, and obviously they try to make it more interesting for those who have gotten farther, make it a little bit more challenging with the Zip 22 and the M132 or 231 or whatever it's called. But like, even that in itself is just like, it's just, I mean, there's a, like, I don't know. Like I said, it could just be me. But it would be really cool to see like arid classes, like have like a world. I would like, honestly, I would honestly be like re-inundated with Phantom Forces. I would love to play Phantom Forces again if they added like a World War II like class setup, grease gun, grease gun, Tommy gun, or the M120, whatever it's called, the MP40, Car 98K, like the combat shotgun, whatever it's called. I don't know what it's called. I'm just naming guns from actual Call of Duty World War II, but you know, the thought is still there. Like they still have a lot they can do, and honestly, no one would care if they mix the genres of the weapons. No one would care, honestly. Like I feel like people would love that. I honestly do. And it's just like, you got such a good opportunity that you're missing out on, and it's just, why? You know? Anyway, enough of the Fan of Forces side of things. Let's move on to YouTube. There is a lot and a lot. Oh, we can get rid now. There's a lot and a lot of stuff happening. Obviously, if you guys have been on YouTube for the bit, you know that they just updated the terms and services of their franchise, and it's not looking good. Just it's making it harder to like, you know, for especially for smaller channels. It's just making it so much harder for people who want to start something, because like they're just, I mean, I get like why they done it, but still, like, YouTube is definitely not what it was. It definitely wasn't what it is for me when I started. I really enjoyed it. It was fun. It was fun for me, and it still is. Don't get me wrong, it still is fun, but just it's just not the same. Like back a few years ago, YouTube, it was full of like togetherness, helpfulness, and like, you know, working together to help each other, sort of thing. And that's what got me to want to do YouTube in the first place. I saw all these bigger channels helping all these smaller channels, and just everyone working together as like a team, because, you know, like that's what YouTube used to be back in like 2000 and that's what inspired me to want to do YouTube today. But then now it's full of clickbait, greed, just some people doing cheap stuff for money. Like you know those channels that'll sit there, and there's this one guy, I don't remember his name, but he's like a pale dude, and he has a really weird low tone voice, and he's like, "What's up, guys?" And it's just, he sits there and he tries to, and he just talks about stuff. Like, he's kind of like a really cheap version of Scares, and it's just wrong. And then, you know, because like there's people as well, like the Pro Gamer J, he did clickbait for God knows how long. Kavos, no, not Kavos. Kavos is all right, but there is just some, there's Derv, there's just some really people, there are people here who use YouTube in like the wrong way, and it's kind of sad to see, and and especially with everything else that's kind of going on, it just kind of makes me sad to see where YouTube is headed. And honestly, and I'm not gonna lie, it's taken its toll for me wise. Like, obviously, I'm still gonna be doing YouTube for you guys, and I'm gonna try to make it to the best I can. I'm gonna try to make it as fun as I can to the best of my abilities. But obviously, it's just not the same, you know. But you know, for those of you that have stuck around with me since I have started, I know that there are some of you guys, some of you guys that have been here since the very beginning, and those of you that are still here, I know that it's not a lot, but those of you who are, I really appreciate you guys. You guys are absolutely awesome. And those of you who are new and support me, you guys are absolutely awesome. You guys are the legit greatest, because you guys are what is making something like this come true. So I thank you guys with all sincereness. And that's honestly really all that I need to say. I like, in recap, I just wish that Phantom Forces would, you know, like, show their concern for their older player base. And I don't mean older as in age, like, I just mean older as in who's been here the longest. Because, like I said, I've been here since pre-alpha, and it's just, what it's turned into is definitely not the same. If you guys want to go hear Agent John's what he's had to say about it, I'll link his video in the description. You guys can go give that a listen. Go show him support, especially for what he's going through and stuff. And you know, let him know, like, you know, like, you'll definitely be missed, because I'll just leave what's in this video for you guys to listen to. So I'll go ahead and do that. But other than that, let's go ahead and wrap up this video. Thank you. If you guys are still here, I want you guys to do me a favor, put solid in the comments below. Let me know that you guys made it this far. and I will go ahead and like and reply to your comments, and maybe highlight one of you guys that did put assaulted in the thing. But yeah, other than that, I hope you guys have a fantastic day. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys did enjoy this rant and do want to want to hear more rants, definitely let me know down in the comments below. I definitely have a few more things that I want to talk about, but I've been recording for God knows how long, and I do not want to gnaw your ears off with my voice. So, thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys did like it, make sure you guys go ahead and like, comment, subscribe, share with your family and friends for more content. Go ahead and go to the link in the description below. Grab yourself some Gemini swag. Make sure you guys go ahead and join the Gemini and the Resurrection Discord. And other than that, I will see you guys on the next video. Hope you guys have a fantastic day.